Paul and I just had a great conversation to each other that was not being recorded because
Yep. All right, let's see if we can recap this. The Nintendo Switch reveal has occurred, or the tease. Brad and I both thought we would learn more on February 4th, but the tease video we both watched is from the UK, so it's actually 4/2, not 2/4, meaning April 2nd. Hilarious. There are hands-on events in New York, LA, and I think Dallas in April. And if I'm not mistaken, the New York one at least is April 2nd and maybe 3rd or something. But I would go to this. I would actually like to see this thing, but I can't because I'm going to be in Mexico. I asked Brad if he was following the rumors. He was non-committal. What else happened?
You missed
there?
the other joke of the reason Rolf is now at Amazon is because he finished his internship at Nintendo, where he made a kickstand for the Switch 2. Now he's going over to build a kickstand for all the Ring stuff.
It was kind of a 5-minute segue or whatever you called it, side path about Rolf and how all the new Kindles are going to have kickstands. That will be his contribution. I speculated that or wondered with whether Kindle Fire HDs in particular have sold more than Surfaces overall. Probably. We spoke to their inner Walmartness, low cost, cheap, whatever. I think that's most of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get to this fun topic, which there's a hilarious line in this blog post if you go read it. So Microsoft is expanding the repair options for Xbox consoles in the United States. You can take it to Ubreak iFix, which are retail outlets. If you go read their blog post, they also say you still have the option to take it to a Microsoft store, which I believe there is one in the country, maybe two, right? Aren't they in like New York and like in LA or something like that? And
I'm not even sure those are technically stores.
I'm pretty sure they listed Microsoft stores, kind of forgetting that they closed all of them.
Okay. I mean, they, if I'm not mistaken, they also have self-repair options, right? You can get a repair.
Is that from like iFixit?
Yeah. I have used this. What's it called? Ubreak iFix or something. I'm going to forget the exact model, but it was probably like a Pixel 5A or I think it was a 5A. It was probably the 5A, but right after New Year's, I just dropped it on the floor to put on my sneakers, and the screen just went to like that snow effect like you see on like TVs from the 1980s. And I was like, huh. So I brought it. They actually fixed it. It was, I mean, it might have cost $100. Oh, actually, it might have been under warranty. Yeah, maybe that was under warranty. It was cheap though. No, I think it was free. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the point was it worked pretty well. And thanks to this right to repair stuff that seems to be sweeping our industry, there's a lot of stuff like this now. It's good. Yeah. I'm excited for this Switch in the sense that I was excited for the first one and never bought one. But that was another thing we talked about briefly. This notion of I'm not really into Mario, like the Mario Kart nonsense, but if they had some of the types of games that I like a Call of Duty, a Doom, or whatever,
what's going to have Call of Duty?
Well, that's the story. I mean,
wasn't it the legal obligation too?
That's the story, or as you might call it, a legal obligation. Yes. So maybe they were waiting. Well, it probably takes a while anyway. They obviously they weren't going to get it done for October. They can't even get their own games on their own service. So why would they be able to get a game on another console? Oh wait, they did that 6 times. Anyway, the point is, it is going to happen. Maybe it will be a Switch 2 exclusive. Maybe they knew this was coming. That was part of the deal. Like if you guys make a Switch that actually has decent enough hardware, we can do this. And that's the thing I'm really curious about. I've seen rumors like this thing uses an ARM processor, by the way, speaking of ARM, which I have been incessantly lately. It looks like I
didn't notice.
Yeah, I didn't know this either. I just happened to, I was looking at rumors, right? So the processor that's in this thing looks like a pretty big bump.
So here's the other angle they could take with that. What if it's just Call of Duty Mobile?
Yes, which, by the way, I was also playing this. I have to say, so Call of Duty, the new one, I really enjoyed the Nuketown holiday thing they did. My favorite holiday map of all time was I think it was from the Modern Warfare Remastered or whatever. but it was the Holiday Crashed with the helicopter in the middle, that level, which I thought was fantastic. But Nuketown is a classic, and it's better than almost every single other map that comes with this game. You know what I mean? I know it's a classic map, but there is one map with like trains in the middle that I actually really like. But other than that, like,
That's
I actually
shocking.
like Nuketown.
You like the train map?
I know. So I get to go on trains. So anyway, Nuketown has switched back to the normal version. I still almost exclusively play Nuketown, but the other day
we are children separated at birth. That's
yeah. Oh no, we're just indebted children. And then so I played Call of Duty Mobile the other day. Every time, just to see how well it would work on the iPad Mini, and it's great. Like it's great. And the only issue I have, I feel like I've had this issue many times, is like when you first set it up, it feels like you're moving in slow motion, even when you're supposedly running. And I feel like I'm missing a setting or something that makes you actually run or something. But other than that, I have to say, Call of Duty Mobile is pretty special because it is literally all of the best maps across all of the games. I mean, not all the games, but many of the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there isn't a map that comes on where I'm not like, nice. Like it is literally the best of the best. And putting that on the Switch, that'd be genius. I think we talked about, I could see this becoming the game in a way,
Well, it's probably what they want to do, but they're too concerned about just losing that money.
Yes.
Right. I mean, that it makes the
right.
most sense, other than the fact that they make $1 billion every October.
Yep. Yeah. So
just that little detail.
I think putting that in, I would be very interesting to me, putting it on the Switch. That would be a great option. It's really good.
That's going to be the thing that gets you over the edge, I bet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe, right? I mean, I know, yeah, they did say they were doing this, and presumably, I mean, we're all gonna have to suck it up and just kind of get used to this. But I think a lot of the best Microsoft Studio games or Xbox Studio games, whatever you call it, are going to be coming to
everything,
other platforms like everything else. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, when they put stuff on the PC, you're like, yay, and then it's like they put them on PlayStation, like, yeah. But I think if the Switch is powerful enough, why not? Halo's going to be remastered again pretty soon.
Yeah.
The new Doom's coming out. There'll be another preview of that next week, by the way. 23rd, I think.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah, like a developer direct thing or whatever it's called.
Well,
anyway,
if that doesn't push you over the edge, I will.
That's what I expect.